Hello and welcome to an evening version in beautiful Cambodia of this funky mental verse. And we've just been talking, and I was also talking with a brother here the other day about conceptualizing or having a think about how to, I would say filter through, but recognize and self-recognize autonomous systems, reactive systems, and these sort of ideas, and the simple versions that we undertook, I and others, on this path ourselves. And it starts with a kind of simplistic wording of what is it? Truth, virtue. We could use that. What are you, basically? What are you? Are you sure? Can you prove it? What are you? Are you sure? Can you prove it? This becomes virtue. What are you? Truth. Are you sure? What value is it? Are you worthy? And honor. Can you honor that? So we brought it down to these very fundamental things, which I know lots of other groups do it in different ways with regards to their inner journeys. But this was built on sort of a simplistic logic or architecture of making the complicated simple, or simplifying, clarifying the complicated. So what are you? Well, in there's this I am not gate, first choice. I am more, I am less, I am creation, I am not, I am, however you wish to describe this, it makes no difference. This is the determination. So this is the determinator. This is the first gate of action or representation or manifest conscious, whichever way you wish to look. Again, and all of these things, because they are a sequential. The first choice, the first thought, the first instance, the first feeling. Where's it coming from? I am not. So this becomes reflective. This becomes part of how I speak about and overview and suggest and help and assist and guide, whatever the words are. Others have a look at themselves, and it seems to create long-lasting value. So why not keep talking about it? And this has been going on for the last three and a half years plus now. Well, 4. It's all got to be solid. The center has to hold. So I am not. The second one then is well, are you worthy of that? Well, what's it worth? This is all sort of reflective again. So it's not are you worthy, it's what's its value. How important is that abstract value, that I am more, to you? So this extrapolates into values, or to one. This extrapolates into values and value systems. Now, lots of people don't like this idea because it brings in these conditions, but these conditions are self-exploratory and they're not conditional, they're harmonic. So they're not conditions of action or what you can and can't do, but they will collapse belief systems. And that makes it feel like it's a confinement, but it's the belief system that's under pressure, not the release of them, which universal architecture. So I am not. Is that valuable enough to you for you to know its worth? If you feel unworthy, you don't know its value because you don't trust yourself. This is all about trust. These all lead to trust, but inner trust. And then can you action it? So can you honor it? This came back down to all of these extrapolate very simply. So the first one, are you more or are you less? Yes, I am more. Okay. Are you worthy of that? Yes. Can you honor that? Yes. Right. Back again. Next action. Next action. And this allowed for reflection on cause, not function, form, not what happened, even though what happened shows us cause. So actions happen, as we spoke about a bit earlier, and then the effects of those actions are what must be assessed. The actions in the instance give a view, but the effects roll on. So what happened over time, that gets reflected back to the beginning. Is this what I wish for? Was it manipulated? Did I try to do certain things that I should know better? Am I giving myself excuses? Is there really justification for that? Will I do that again? That's the honor. Will I do it again? and then the mapping of that honor. This coming back then and being self-reflective, self-respectful, truthful to the self, honest. And this comes from that place of abstract, are you more or are you less? And each time the value systems are re-evaluated against, are they worthy of value? Or am I worthy of peace? Am I or am I not? In the same respect, when ones are talking, or a lot, I use it a lot because I think it's brilliant. Is it Dawkins or Hawkins? Hawkins. Hawkins' map of consciousness. And I find that to be an excellent tool, for referral. And I was beautifully surprised last night to see another brother, some Royal Marine, Thrall, talking of this last night in beautiful references and using the same sort of chart with similar, different stories, same outcome. Fabulous. So the chart of consciousness actually maps this path from integrity, which 200 or whatever people wish. Integrity is the determinator. Sometimes it starts off with courage and pride, but the courage to accept self-responsibility, or the pride to blame it upon another, or to create blame, or to create debt. This is the I am not. And then things extrapolate from there. So if the I am's chosen, then you get courage into acceptance and willingness. Now, that's a neutrality. And that allows for inner wisdom to judge, to oversee, as opposed to the ego self believing it already knows based upon a feeling. The I am not traps ones in the mental state or the belief system of the material indoctrinated, social engineered, and amnesic, dim light without much of a perspective, fight, flight mode, survival instincts going with feelings and emotions running ragged, anxiety here, there, and everywhere, and trapped in those lower states of being, limitations, trapped in those limitations. Looking for ways to release, but by blaming the limitation for the problem, when the problem is the limitation that you've installed, self-responsibility. So all of these things then allow for the collapses of belief systems, which allow for growth of value, growth of true value, not dishonorable value, but honorable value, not disgraceful value, but graceful value. And these all grow from that beginning stages of courage, to accept responsibility as opposed to blame upon another or reject responsibility through these layers. And they all increase until integrity is established, no holes in the frequencies, nothing that will resonate and cause ones to create negative feelings and emotions that will disturb them. This place of inner wisdom is past acceptance and courage. This needs to be remembered from within with the grace of neutrality and the truth of reflection used as the tool of judgment. So the sword of truth is used within, and honesty prevails, and that becomes integrity, integral whole. No leaks, no resonating, no triggers, oversight, complete authority, and absolute grace, passion, compassion, and understanding. The basis of empathy is self-reflective, seeing the other in you, seeing you in the other. If you haven't got grace within, then the other you may resonate with what the other looks like because it might not look very pretty. But if you have got that grace within, then you can recognize it within and therefore be graceful without. All of these words can be very much thrown across all of the notions that are out there with different pathways. But if that pathway isn't honestly self-reflective and going on resonance and feeling that doesn't affect the system, but gauges the environment rather than reacting to it, it is response-able to it. If that's not happening within and there's subconscious autonomous programs running, then one can get caught back into those lower or limited frequencies And they are feelings. They're associated with all of those negative feelings and negative emotional cycles. They are reactive, and they cause projection, but believed to be virtue. The ones that have harmonized these and are emotionally mastered have remembered that they're masters through their own earning of their own trust. Trust being the basis of love and purity and harmony. Without trust, what is there? You can't trust your own mind to create the right, to work with and process and direct the energy in a positive or a constructive manner without judgment of others and without all of. If you can't trust that that's what's coming out, then there's a disconnect within. And these are these reflective areas that I speak of for ones to have a think about. These are suggestions of pathways, but ones which come with an inner authority that is built upon an established foundation of known frequencies that have no effect. So nothing can manipulate, nothing can deceive, nothing can hide in the light of the higher wisdom, the higher truth lights it all up. Nothing can hide. And this is where this realm is moving. We're remembering all the brothers and sisters, remembering their true nature, their true identity, removing the shackles of limitation into the unlimited. But it comes at the cost of belief systems that are false and malevolent. Much love.